Hello, everyone. This is Anita N, the Biz Coach, coming to you again, sharing awesome grant opportunities and grant information for writing grants, proposals, and everything in between. All right, so today I just wanted to share a grant that I came across recently. It is actually an in-kind grant for nonprofits to develop their website and other digital services. So you see here on my screen, and I'll be scrolling here. I'm actually using my iPhone. So if you see my fingers moving up and down, it's so that we can go ahead and read and review this particular grant opportunity. All right. So the web design grants in this company is actually called Limit 8, and their website is www.limit8, and that is the number 8, design.com /web design grants. And you will be able to review this on your own as well. So, as you can see here, this grant opportunity is what we call an in-kind grant. You've heard me talk about those before. And just to clarify and let you know what, and remind you again, what an in-kind grant is, it is not cash. So you won't be able to just use an in-kind grant for whatever. Most times the in-kind grant is for a particular purpose. Okay, so with this, we see that it has to do with web design. So as you can see, it says we offer web design grants as in-kind services valued at up to $10,000 to U.S. nonprofits for web design and marketing services. To qualify for this web design and marketing grant, your organization needs to have an office in the U.S., and you also need to provide proof of your charitable status, meaning you have to be a 501c3 or other nonprofit organization. And you would also have to show that proof with your letter and your most recent 990 EZ or 990 PF. Okay. So as we scroll down a little bit, we'll see some more information here on this grant. Now they're asking that you have your budget set aside for the project. So you already need to know how much it's going to cost to develop your web design. Now this company is actually a web design and development company, so I'm sure they will be the ones that would develop that for you. However, you need to have an idea in mind and already have some estimates for your budget as to what type of web design or web site you want for your organization. They tell you a little bit more about who they are and the amount of hours they have given and donated pro bono work, over 20,000 hours. That is awesome. And this grant, this in-kind grant, is actually ongoing. So there is no deadlines. We always love to hear that. We don't want to have deadlines if we don't have to. But of course, as you know, most grants do have deadlines. So this particular one does not. So that is awesome. So to apply for this web design grant, it just tells you that they are currently accepting and reviewing them on an ongoing basis, meaning there is no deadlines, as I just previously stated. They ask you to please fill out the application form below to apply. The application form is very simple. This is very easy to complete. You just have to know what to say and how to complete each section. And that's what I'm always here for, to educate you and to help you learn how to write those different sections that are required in most grants. All right. Then it tells you once your application is submitted, you will receive an email confirmation and a personalized note with a link to a conference call. So it looks like they will be in contact with you once you submit your application. As I've always said before, if you have an opportunity to contact grantors, definitely take that opportunity. If you have questions, and as I see, this looks like it's a hyperlink where it says questions there with a question mark behind it. You probably can click on that to submit questions. However, you can also email your questions to contact@limit8design.com. And as you can see here, this is a simple application with the information that you would have to fill out. Very basic information for the most part. You have different sections that is required. You're not required to have a website, of course, already. But if you do have one, you would put it in there. So what I suspect is they would help if you do have a website already. Maybe you want to upgrade it, or you want to make changes, or you want a new website altogether. Okay? So that's why they still have the website field in there in case you do already have a website. Of course, your first and last name requirements, job title, email, phone number, basic information. Then you would click here what it is, what type of in-kind grant that you're requesting from them. I'm not sure if you you can select more than one. However, I would assume it would be for one service. But I'm sure you could contact them to get clarification on that, to get more information before you fill this out. Okay? Then also, we have an estimated start date. Your nonprofit will be able to pay for. So they are expecting, looks like, for you to be able to pay for something towards this. But that's another question. If you have that, if you need clarification on that, all you would have to do is use those contact methods to find out more details. Okay? Then, of course, you click that box there to say you understand that they provide in-kind services and not distribute cash. Then you're going to talk a little bit about your project description. And you would just talk about why it is you need your website updated, or a new website, or one altogether because you've never had one. Maybe your organization is new and you're in the process of developing your website. And once you do that, then all you have to do is click the application, all right, to submit. And then as you can see, they tell you a little bit more about them and their organization and what they do. Then they have some quick links at the bottom and different contact methods of email depending on what the subject is that you need. All right. So this is an awesome opportunity for a nonprofit to be able to have these type of services completed for their organization. Okay. So remember, as I've always said before, you should contact for any additional information you may need, clarification on anything, any questions that you have come up with after you review the application. And I always suggest reviewing the application first. Whatever type of application you have for a grant online, and you have the opportunity to review it. A lot of times I like to print out mine, or I will save it as a PDF so that I can use it as a guide, and especially in cases where I have additional questions that I may have, and I will contact the organization for clarity on those things. So again, this is a in-kind grant for nonprofits for website development and other digital services. Okay. So if you are a nonprofit and you are in need of an upgrade for your website, or you need one altogether, a brand new one because you're a new organization, or you need some of those other services that they mentioned down here, which were website design, branding and graphic design, marketing and SEO services, website maintenance, and then it has a space there for other. So I'm sure you could get more clarification on what other means as well. All right. Okay, everyone. Well, I just wanted to be able to share this awesome grant that I came across. I was like, wow, I've got to share this one. Okay, so always remember, if you need my help, just reach out to me. You know I'm Anita N, the Biz Coach, and you can find me on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And you can always email me at Anita N, the Biz Coach at gmail.com. Until next time, you guys stay safe and stay grant ready.